Man, oh man, oh man, oh man. Nasty work out here in Houston, bro. First and foremost, people, safety first. Practice safe sex. Put on your rubber. No love without the glove, man. Now, here's the thing. You got to understand what Houston, Texas has become. This is a place where people from all over the nation is moving to party and kick it and have a good time. That's what Houston is all about. So all these people who is moving out there ever since the pandemic, they turn it into this. That's why I'm not a big fan of Houston, because I understand what it is. Everybody's out there fucking. Everybody's out there fucking raw at that. People don't care. Bro, look at this report, bro. More people have been diagnosed with HIV than chlamydia. At least you could get rid of chlamydia and gonorrhea. At least you could take a little pill and get you a little shot and be good if that's all you got. But HIV, it's over with, bro. And listen, man, I live in Chicago. And most of the quote unquote baddies in this city, they be in Houston every weekend to the point where they moved out there. And that's what Houston has become. It's become the go-to spot for anybody who is trying to kick it. So understand what this means. This means 1 in every 5 people in Houston got the clap. Because this report only represents 1 week, and it only represents the people who got tested. So think about how many people is out there just passing that shit around. Man, listen, bro. Y'all gotta be wise out here, bro. I will urge everybody to keep away from Houston, Atlanta, any city where people is going to kick it at. Because all y'all doing is partying, mingling, and fucking on repeat every day. And it's the same few dudes smashing all the chicks, and all the chicks is getting smashed raw and passing that shit around. Come on, man. Look, man, this right here is alarming. Matter of fact, if you know a chick from Houston, you better make sure she gets tested before you even clap. Even if you're going to clap with a rubber on. Oh, you from Houston? Yeah, you got to put, you got to show me your papers, baby. You know what I'm saying? Show me your papers, baby. Or even if you know a chick who be going to Houston like once a month, twice a month, show me your papers, baby. This right here is crazy, man. Look, y'all be careful out here, man. That's what I'll say. Y'all be careful out here, man, because the numbers don't lie. And this right here is not shocking because, like I said, people are moving to Houston to party, mingle, and smash. That's all they're doing. Trust me, this right here is nasty work.
At some point, you're going to want a man to take you serious. Yeah. And how many kids are you going to want him to take you serious with? I got 3. It's hard out here with 3 kids trying to find a man that want to fuck with you. You get what I'm saying? You got no kids, you can't find a man really want to fuck with you. Not me having 3 kids. A man trying to find a man to fuck with me. You get what I'm saying?
So my friend, like, she has 2 kids. Both are like teenagers now, and like, the thing that I don't like is like when she dates guys and then they fall out or something, they'll be like, out of here, I'll be feeding you and your kids. Like, they be trying to throw it back in their face. And it's like, that's why I can only imagine how hard it is being a single mom.
It's not even like, it is throw it back in your face, but it's like I said, expectations and it's the reality of the situation. Because the reality is I could go deal with a woman that don't have no kids. So I chose you 100%. And your kids. You need to be appreciative of that shit, because it's not easy for a man to look at some kids that's not his and be like, you know what? I'm going to do that for these kids.
It's over for you thoughts. It's over. It ain't that time. It's over for y'all. The other thoughts made it bad for you.
Knowing that my dating bracket is a man that's in his early early 40s.
I told you.
In my mind, I'm like, ew, I'm 18. I'm just a girl. But it's like, no, that it literally is a man that's in my dating bracket.
Yeah.
I can't date no 25-year-old boy.
That's
if
a
you don't
baby.
get on, that's your baby.
Uh-huh.
And then even 27, no. 28, no. Pushing it. Man, I can barely date a man at 32.
30. Hello?
Hello?
I just told somebody that. I can't even imagine. 30?
Because what are you doing? Because just you even telling me you 30 just upset me.
Like, what do we have in common, honey?
Hello, baby. You were a freshman in high school and I was a senior. It make sense. You know what I mean? And it's just, but even just the sheer thought, like, nah, like my dating really is like 33 to 40, 32 at the youngest to 40. And that is strange, but it's just like, that is where I am in life.
Yo, this right here just goes to show how lost and confused some women are, especially a woman in her 30s who is single, and let's say she don't have any kids. If a man is in his 30s or in his 40s and he is doing well for himself, he's successful, he will always choose a woman in her 20s who is in her prime over a woman who is in her 30s who is past the prime or who is close to passing her prime. Because if he wants to start a family, he's going to look at a woman who is in her 20s in a prime to carry his child. A woman who is in her 30s, it's a bit different because now you are looking at pregnancy scare. And also, if a man is successful, he will always want the best. And unfortunately, a woman in her 30s will not be his best option. And that's just the reality. But here you got these women thinking that they can pick and choose. When you in your 30s as a woman, you don't really have much options. You are past your prime. And that's why it's wise for women to settle down in their 20s and have kids and things like that. Because if you're in your 30s and you want a man to pick you to be a wife and to be the mother of his child, you got to understand that man will be taking a risk, choosing you over choosing a younger, more healthier option. So a bunch of your women need to keep that in mind, because if a man chooses you in his 30s or 40s, you really should be happy that you were able to find a man past your prime. It's actually a blessing for you. So to sit there and act like you're in your 20s when you're in your 30s, to me, is crazy. Some of y'all women need to wisen up out here, for real.
The
I asked you if you ever smashed into one of my homies. I asked you that. I asked you that before I even moved into this house.
Why is that so important? If that was
What you mean? Ain't no man want to date no woman who smashed his homie, bro. Some of these dudes out here weird like that, but I'm not the one, bro. Like I'm a vouch for my homies and everything. Like if my homie smash somebody, I'm not dating them.
Man,
you didn't care about me.
Long.
You didn't care about me when I was riding the car with you around town, and everybody looking at me laughing, and I'm.
No.
Cancel that bitch. I'll buy it now.
Look, here's the reality. Fellas, if you found out that your man smashed your girl in the past, let her go, bro. Send her back to the streets. Because as a man, we got pride. And it's going to hurt you on the inside knowing that the chick that you chose to wife was once on her knees for your homie. Your homie probably dogged her out and you wifed her up. It's like one man's trash is another man's treasure.
Always remember, one man's 2-year relationship is another man's one-night stand. Play it safe, fellas.
And as a man, you should want better for yourself, fam. You shouldn't want to wife up your homie trash. So the best thing to do is send her back to the streets where she belongs. It is what it is. And once a woman realizes that she smashed your homie, she should let you know right away, like, yo, I gotta tell you this. Back in the day, me and your boy had a thing. And you should just say, respectfully, I can't do this anymore. But if you decide to go on with it, that's a bit weird. You see what I'm saying? Knowing that your homie had her back in the day and now you want her still after you found that out, that's a little strange. Because here's the thing, that's going to eat you up on the inside, bro. Because here you are, madly in love with her, but in the back of your mind, you're going to be like, damn, I mean, I love you though, but you let that nigga hit? I can't wife you. You see what I'm saying? It is what it is, bro. You got to treat a bird like a bird and let a bird fly high. All right, fellas? So be wise out here. And don't you dare wife up a chick that your homie smashed. She's for the team, bro. She's not for you. She's a team player. And that's what it is. Before you guys leave, let me just say thanks to all the new subscribers. Welcome to the SDC fam. And if you guys appreciated the content, go ahead and show some love right now and like and subscribe. Do so for your boy right now. Go ahead.
Watch till the end.
What you lead people on because guys get drunk and they give away their money. I had a situation recently where like I got this man so drunk and then every bottle that he bought $200 too, and I'm going along with it, but he's white girl wasted and he just giving me all his bread.
So you got him drunk to take advantage of him. Y'all be knowing like, yo, let's get this drunk because I see him spending money. Let's get him some. You know what I mean? Like y'all be knowing like, you know what I mean?
Why y'all so open though? Like why has it been so open?
So
easy, bow,
easy and sweet.
It reminds me of Cardi B when she was like, a man can never say those words. I'm be honest. In no scenario could a man ever say.
I think Rick Ross, our brother Rick Ross said
and he lost his endorsement for that.
If you haven't yet, go get you some of that merch. You all already know, don't feed the birds. That's what it is. We don't feed the birds over here. So if you rock with your boy, go get you some of that good merch.